Okay, Peyton, looking at your butterfly here. First of all, it's kind of in slow motion. Looking at this underwater streamline and shooter, good power push off. Could argue maybe you're driving a little bit down there or a little bit long on this. We want to be fast, but good, again, good body position. Like the way we're driving with this, like the streamline, working that kick up and down. Good stuff, okay? Saw some things like right away, but really right here, we're really high, too high with the elbows, too high with the hands, and we're leading with the elbows. So I really want you to see how you're leading with these elbows. Also, the hands are really pointing down here where we want to get them out in front and get a little more on top of it with that early vertical forearm and kick to leverage to get up on top of the hands. So again, I'm going to play this through. Again, you're sliding up, and the first thing you're doing is kind of sculling out and then leading with the elbows. We got to try to get the softer hands out in front so we're not quite dropping the elbows and getting a little more on top of it. There are some good things here. You're definitely driving with that kick, but I could argue it's just a little too deep. So again, we're going to get the rhythm and the timing on this. We're going to work. But right here, watch how you kind of dive in and dive down. So you're really too deep, and then you ride it back up. I'm going to let this play a little bit in full speed. But again, it's kind of a one-stroke, big kick with I'll call it that front quadrant dive. So let's see if we see it coming down. Great shooter, great streamline there. Keep working that. So right here, same thing. See how we're kind of pressing down with the hands? So these palms are down where I'd actually like to have more of the fingertip down on the hand. And I'd like you to have this elbow, I'll call it, up a little bit more. So again, so it's looking more like that where they have the early vertical form on this. Okay, you definitely have strong connected core here. Too long of that pause and drop and dive in the front quadrant. See how far down we're going right here? So again, I know it's a little bit out of screen, but see how far down we're going. We want to hold that out in the front quadrant more, not, again, driving it down. Full speed. The timing of the kick, it's kind of like kick, kick, pause, kick, kick, pause. I'd like it to be kick up, kick down, kick up, kick down. Okay, this front camera is always hard to catch it kind of from an angle, but see if you see this right away here. Okay, see how we're really shallow, but right here you're not, what I'm going to call it, on top of the hands. You're really using the skull to push down. I would like to get those fingertip down, get the elbow up to get the early vertical forearm here. Okay, so let's see if we get this next stroke. Right here, I want to see how far you're diving, what I'm going to call it, down, and then see how you have to kind of skull right there? You're having this little skull motion to try to set it up. You're sliding out. Elbows maybe a little too high here. We're definitely wide, but we're really leading with those elbows, and we should have those hands underneath us a little bit more. Okay, I'm going to let it play from the top. See if you see it from here. So good wide low recovery like that, but again, we're diving in a little bit, and then you're going to see, I think right here, that we're leading with the elbows. So right here, I think you kind of see it. Again, see if you see this, where, again, we're kind of leading with the elbows right here, where, again, we should be on top of those elbows a little bit more. Does that make sense? I'm going to clear it. I'm going to let you finish this out. Let's keep working on it. Let's talk about this. Watch it a couple times. And then let's come up with some techniques, some drills and skills where we can work together. Okay? Go Peyton.